Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. How's everybody doing? What's up, Jamie?
What's up, Rob?
You know. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. By the seat of our pants, speed of sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Though I picture myself flying by the seat of my pants,
Yeah.
would be a kicked over flip flop. Demonstrating how hippos can take flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that hippos can fly. They have scientific proof somewhere that I haven't seen a video, but something about them running fast enough, they're able to actually lift off the ground for a little bit.
Huh.
So if anybody has video of that, send it my way because I'm very curious.
I don't want no hippo chasing me. I think got entirely too big a mouth and bad attitude.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's this time of year. Every year you see people, I want to go pet the cute elk.
Oh shit.
The elk pumps a hole in their ass, an extra hole in their ass.
Woo, yeah.
Surprised, like, really? Why did that happen?
It bit me.
Like, man. Takes a dumbass. There's no shortage of them. I'm going to go pet the wild beast. Hope he doesn't kill me.
The one that's standing real still in a threatening position with his horns aimed right at me.
Yeah.
His antlers.
Famous last words. Hey, y'all hold my beer. Watch this. Yep. Watch you get your ass kicked by Mother Nature's beasts.
They'll throw you like a rag doll.
Yep.
Remember that horse? What it did to that lady?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who was it? Todd or somebody posted that video with the goats just riddling that dude that was trying to feed him.
No, I sent that.
You sent that?
You're like, barbecue that.
Oh,
Yeah, he's trying to feed it, and the thing goes up and rams him from the back.
yeah, like gives him the scorpion, like bent over backwards. Yeah, that freaking goat. Yeah. There'd been a fork and a knife and roasted goat that evening.
Have you seen the ostrich lady or the emu lady on TikTok? Oh, Betsy, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the most, she loves it, but it's like the grumpiest ostrich ever. Like this thing goes out of its way to like be an ass to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, she loves you, man.
I remember I was a little kid and I was feeding an ostrich, and it, like, I don't know what I had, something that, you buy to like feed the animals, and
Pellets.
yeah, and I had a styrofoam cup full of it, and I'm like giving them like a little bit, and the damn thing just reaches over the fence, grabs the whole cup out of my hand, like about knocks me down, like shreds the cup, and
Oh, hell no.
and like when I stood up, the damn thing pecked me in the head. It was that day on I did not like those birds. They left a bad taste on my skull. Left a knot on my skull, I should say. Yeah, Death Valley. I seen a thing yesterday. We were reading about it. It was like 130 something degrees, like the hottest place on earth. And there's people that live there. Why?
I don't know, man.
I want to be like Sam Kinison, Yeah, there's
Like
people.
on a good day, it sucks over there.
You know what's in the desert? Sand. You know what's going to be in the desert 1,000 years from now? Sand. Move. Yeah.
And some really cool turquoise and
That's true.
other fun stuff. Go out there through black light and see some scorpions.
It's a place to visit, not like
not live. Like
it's hot enough where you're at. Jesus, 106 degrees.
Yeah, it was 108 today.
Good God Almighty. It's been hot here, but not that kind of hot. But it's hot when I go out in the sun and get sunburned, because I don't usually get sunburned. But yeah.
Oh yeah, how's that feeling?
Oh, it's fine now. I usually, if I do get sunburned, it's like lasts for a day and then it's done. What's that?
Like your skin itself must be able to take like the sun pretty well. Or some people will just like burn hella quick and start scabbing up, blistering up.
Yeah, I'm like, it was all red and hot the other day, and now it's just like normal, just browner.
Because I can glow in the dark like blue sometimes, but I got a lot of yeller in me from the Greek side. And so there was times like when I just lived in the pool and stuff, and we went camping, and oh my God, I was outside so much as a kid that I was so freaking brown, you wouldn't even believe it. Like, I have pictures of it. It's insane. I've never gotten that before again. But the only time I got a really bad sunburn was when I was using baby oil to get into my wetsuit, and then camped out without taking a shower. Went the next day float tubing in a bikini top or tank top. Ended up with water balloon blisters hanging off, my back and my arms. I had to get a prednisone shot.
Damn. Yeah, I saw a girl at the beach, not today, yesterday. I was wearing a long sleeve, like lycra with a lycra hoodie. I was hiding from the sun yesterday, but my face still got some of it. But yeah, I saw a girl out there that, whew, man, she must have like fallen asleep in the sun because man, she was toe up. She was lobster red.
Mm,
I'm like, oh, that's gonna hurt when you get in the shower.
you can't even move or walk or bend.
Yeah, I remember one time I got really basted in the sun. I had like gone surfing all morning, then I left there and went out in the boat. Had no shirt on, and I was out in the boat the whole rest of the day, or fishing or wakeboarding or something. And just the end of the evening, man, I was just like blistery red. And I went in the convenience store, and this girl was working, and she was like, "Oh my god, you got a sunburn." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. It's hurting right now." She's like, "You need to go to the grocery store and buy limes and pure cocoa butter, not the stuff in the bottle, just the block of cocoa butter, and rub that on there and squeeze lime juice all over you." And that's what I did. And the next morning I woke up, didn't sting, didn't do anything. It was fine. I thought for sure I was going to end up like in the ER or something because I was just super burnt.
That's interesting about the lime because I'd gotten this stuff before and it was like a I don't remember what the base was, but it had like some aloe, some coconuts, something in it, essence, but it had lime, and I thought, what's the lime like for smell? Or I
Yeah.
didn't realize it had like a purpose for the actual sunburn.
Yep. Yeah. She was from, I don't know, she was from Panama or somewhere. And she was like, "Yeah, I just spent 6 months right on the equator, and the sun was really intense, and they taught me this trick." And I was like, "Hey, I'll try it," because I was hurting.
I always go right for like the actual aloe plant
Yeah.
if I can. If I can,
Yep. Yeah, we got tons of aloe. Like, I've had one strain of aloe for, I don't know, the last 30 years, and it just keeps propagating and just more and more. Got these tubs out there that I got to transplant some because the entire tub is like full of aloe. Like, there's probably 100 baby aloe plants in it.
wow.
And I have like several of those.
My cousin would always do that because he had like a crap load of aloe plants, and he'd trim them and he'd replant them. Here, take an aloe, take an aloe.
Yeah. Yeah, my bananas that I had growing, they finally like fell over.
Bananas.
Bananas.
That's
And
bananas.
not bananas. Can you believe that? Yeah, yeah. It fell over, they got heavy enough and it fell over. And so I machete, whack, chopped the stalk off, and they've been sitting outside on the porch for a week, and they just started turning yellow. And I'm like, well, guess we're going to try one. Man, those things are good. I
Yeah?
got this whole bunch of bananas, but I'm not eating fruit.
I
So,
mean, you're carnivore, yeah.
but I had to taste one. I'm like, damn it, I grew these things. I've been trying to get bananas forever. Now I got this big bunch of bananas that are really good. And yeah.
Did you tell your bananas?
Not yet. And I didn't see any, spiders in it. So, deadly tarantulas. So, I guess I'm doing good.
Deadly tarantulas?
Yeah.
Deadly to what?
I don't know. Whatever that is in the song.
Dog it's going to eat?
Yeah. Yeah, I love bananas. Bananas.
Oh my gosh. I always talk about my mom's banana bread. And she
Ooh,
just
yeah.
makes them Sunday again.
Yep.
And guess what? It's Wednesday, and guess how much is left? The
I
last
know.
little folded up peel.
Yep.
The first night, I go and ate a piece, and then that was Sunday. That was during the break of Jason's show because I had to try some. And then when the show was over, I'm like, well, that didn't count because I ate it too fast, so I didn't get to really taste it. So I went and I got another one. Yeah, well, it's pretty much gone now.
Yep.
Wednesday. But I tell her, like, it's like crack. You can't make this stuff. It's too good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. You know, I was just like talking a little while ago, and like banana bread, bananas. I love bananas. You know, I've been waiting like all year to eat these bananas that I grew. But bananas are something that I always have in the house. You know, I don't eat any of that stuff anymore. Shopping's really easy. I just go buy some meat and eggs and butter and done. But yeah, I don't have like cravings for any of that stuff, which is kind of strange. I don't know. Just ate dinner tonight. I had salmon, and tested my blood sugar level right after I ate dinner, and it was 130. And I'm not taking any of my medication. Quit taking all that crap.
For the blood heart or blood
Yeah,
pressure.
I still take my blood pressure, even though I forgot to take it Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But my blood pressure's been good even without the medication. And yeah, my blood sugar's like dropped tremendously. I got to go get lab work done maybe tomorrow, Friday morning or so. I don't know.
Dr. Campbell has another video out about like people like always assuming it's the sugar, but going back to 19 whatever, it's all like the seed oils and crap like that and all the stuff that they're like putting in it that's causing the diabetes and everything like that, not the actual sugar. And he has a really good video on that. But man, stuff in our food, and I'm like, this is horrible
Yep.
as it is. It's like really bad.
Yeah, Craig, I'm down 17 pounds now, which I'm pretty stoked about. It fluctuates, it goes up and down a little bit, but yeah.
Because you're cutting all that stuff out.
My stomach still hasn't, like, my digestive system hasn't quite figured it out quite yet, but whatever, you know. The metformin and Manjaro and all that shit was making me nauseous, so you know, once all that gets out of my system, I'm sure that'll help.
Told you they wanted to put me on that because of my, really bad nightmares.
Yeah.
And the dreams that they wanted to put me on that dream eraser stuff that was like, they go, oh, well, it's like, used for like low blood pressure, something like that. But you'll be fine, and you won't even remember, like, even if a bad dream got through, you're not going to remember it. You're not going to remember like any dreams anyways. And I'm thinking this is crazy. But when I went to pick something else up and I told them I didn't want, whatever that new one was, but she's like, oh, we have your blood pressure medicine ready. And that's how they announce it to me, not like here's your, for PTSD or it's like your blood pressure. I don't have a blood pressure problem. Like, I don't see how you can just give somebody blood pressure stuff that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't want my memory. Even the dreams are like horrible, and there's a lot of visions I don't want to see. Like, I don't want just to have my whole memory wiped out.
Yeah, really. Drugs are bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked on this diet so far. Diet,
Yeah,
lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. It's weird. It's still weird. I go in the grocery store, and I'm like, I just walk through the produce section and I'm like, oh, that would, yeah, no, no, no. I just go right to the meat department and check that out. And then it's like, okay, I'm done. Maybe go over and get some butter or, some coffee or something. But yeah, it's like my friend that kind of got me going on this. He was like, yeah, you go in the grocery store. I go in the grocery store and like 97% of everything in there is not for me. And I don't mind it. It's just still a little strange.
so you can
But
make beef jerky on your dehydrators and stuff.
yep, yep. Yeah, I'm down to, I got one pack of steak left. And gotta go find a big pack of meat tomorrow somewhere. The last time I got meat, it's lasted over like 2 weeks or more. And
You really need to find like get in good with like a cattle rancher.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
Like,
It's a good,
they have the best meat, and the hamburgers are like in little plastic tubes, and it's not packaged like the store, but
yeah,
you can make some good deals, and you just get like I I'm vegetarian myself. I do eat some meat. I know people do this. Like, I've got whatever. So
yeah,
I do feel bad for them. I don't like to kill things, but you can get a
yeah,
good price on like half of a cow, quarter of a cow, if you have like a freezer and you
yeah.
say what parts you want, and they.
I'm gonna have to buy a freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Like
cool.
shop.
We've cleaned our refrigerator out to like, before it was just crammed full of all kinds of shit, drinks and salad dressing and this and that and stuff that I've made and fruit and just everything. And now it's just like drinks, some iced coffee, meat, and cheese and eggs and butter. It's like, wow, there's like room. It's like, what happened? There's room in the refrigerator. The cupboard's all nice and cleaned out, Before it was just full of all kinds of crap. And we, there's still stuff in there, just in case it's the shit hits the fan scenario or, it's hurricane season. So, we could like be out of power. So I got canned chicken and tuna and all that stuff in there. Do people ask me about it? Yeah, some people do. Some people are like just in total like I can't believe you're doing that. That's going to kill you.
Like Dr. Campbell or Dr. Berg also has a video, like when it comes to fasting, and different people have different fasts they do. And when they have cancer, they do these different fasts. And it can be hard to do, but like all sorts of benefits actually come out of it. Like, if you can do them, like there's a lot to just cleansing your body out. And
Yeah.
It's not always, it's either you're making a lifestyle change or, you do these little things in the middle for whatever purpose, just to clean yourself up to get you ready for the next. But we're filled with all sorts of garbage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, watching and researching this whole thing all along. And, it's like when you get into it, you go sort of like through a cleansing, and your body's like pushing out oxalates and all kinds of weird shit from stuff you've been eating for years. You talk about like addictions and stuff, and you mention addictions, and the first thing that comes to mind is drugs or alcohol, but sugar is like, it's right in there with every other kind of drug.
All the ice cream. Or just my like Greek yogurt and all the berries, all the stuff that's in like fruit alone.
Yeah.
The sugars in there.
Yeah, I mean, at least with fruit, it's somewhat of a natural, and berries are the lowest of, fruits, but
honey. And I buy though the packaged granola, and that's the thing I keep like meaning to make. And my mom had bought some rolled oats and steel cut rolled oats and things to like do our own granola, because when you look at all the preservatives and crap, just in like, and it's really easy.
yeah.
But my bad is I eat Ruffles once in a while, and sometimes if I make like chili casserole, I get corn scoop chips. Like,
Yeah.
But that's like, and sometimes I eat crackers, cheese and crackers, like a Triscuit. But that's pretty much the worst as far as packaged food that I eat now. I don't get like the frozen coconut shrimp anymore like I used to in the box, and the little spring rolls. I don't get cereal anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at the ingredients on all that stuff, and most of it has bioengineered food product. They don't exactly tell you what that is, but
I looked it up though. It's a food that cannot be derived from nature.
Yeah. Yeah, some sort of lab induced fungicide.
And I eat a lot of bread products like English muffins and my Dave's seed bread.
Yeah.
She can make bread. She has a bread maker too, which is like really cool. Because you just think about it, the more that you can start cutting down and doing yourself. My friend Stephanie, she has it made. She has her chickens, her stuff. She has like a whole setup going on at her place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for a place where I can buy meat. There's several places here. I just got to kind of figure them out. We found one that's really looks really good. It's several like 6 hours away, so we'd have to have the meat shipped, which is like $125 or something. But at least you're getting good meat. Yeah, I do miss watermelon because that's like one of my favorite fruits.
I knew that you would.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I went in the store the other day and they had a ton of watermelons, and I'm like, damn. Oh well, it wasn't a big deal. It's weird. I just like, I don't know. I don't know if I just don't have cravings or if I just made my mind up to stick with this thing, and I
think you made your mind up.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to we played the 4th of July, and there was just a ton of food there. And I did eat some, but it was just all meat, They had like several different things of, different kinds of meat. So I just put some meat on my plate. Everybody was like, "Hey, you want some potato salad? You want this? You want that?" I'm like, "Nope, nope, nope." And then I went, yeah, I just had a plate of meat, everybody's like, "What the hell? This dude's like some kind of crazy wolf." But
he's one of them cannibals.
I went and we played disc golf, every Saturday is when I play, and it was one of my friend's birthdays, and God, they had like, I don't know, 6 or 8 big pizzas and a big birthday cake, and everybody, "What kind of pizza do you want?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. Have a piece of cake. No, I'm good. I ate this little tiny meat stick that I had. And I love pizza. Pizza and
You wouldn't
watermelon.
have had cake anyway, would you? Like, have eaten a piece of cake?
Maybe. Yeah, if I wasn't doing this, I would have probably, just because it was my buddy's birthday cake. But
Um,
yeah, it's just like I smelled it and I was like, ooh. Oh, but I would have ate that pizza for sure if I wasn't doing this. Because, man, it looked really good. But I was like, nope, ain't doing it. You can't force me. You can't make me.
Maybe you can make it all somehow.
Yeah.
So let's think about this.
Yeah, when I first started this thing, that was the one thing that I was still eating was watermelon. And I finished up the last one and that was it. I was done.
Could you use beef jerky as the pizza crust? Like what?
Well, I made pizza and I just didn't use any dough. I made the dough out of meat and
That's what I mean. Oh, like hamburger meat.
yeah, I think I used ground turkey and like pork rind crumbs instead of breadcrumbs and a couple of eggs, salt and pepper or something. I don't know what else I put in it, but yeah, it was damn good.
I saw Craig. He says I made some carnivore chicken. I think it was chicken with pork rind, like crushed up pork rind. I thought that was a good
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, I mean pork rinds, some people are like, "Oh, pork rinds," but they're no carbs, no sugars, no nothing in them.
I used to love the hell out of those as a kid. Ew, now, but I used to love the hell out of them as a kid.
Yeah.
The way they'd stick to your tongue.
Still cracks me up. My dogs like them, and I don't know what it is, just something about a wiener dog eating pork rinds. They're just like crunch, 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 crunch. Just cracks me up. Simple things for simple minds.
I like the way my cat, when I feed its medicine on the plastic spoon, it clackles its teeth on the spoon like clack, clack, clack,
Yeah.
clack, clack. It's the simple things.
Yep.
And burr. And we got her levels perfectly in line. In 1 month, she was desperately, very, very sick, off the chart sick. And I got her to perfect in a month.
Nice.
So it's driving me a little crazy, but that's okay.
Yep.
Bagel bites. Oh, but bagel bites. Again, the preservatives. That's when you want to get real little bagels and make some bagel bites. Put them in a toaster oven. But I get it. I get it. We all have to make changes.
Yeah. They don't have to, but
Well, we're going to be forced to.
Yeah, that's true.
One way.
I don't know why this one picture came out tiny, but
It's very tiny. I didn't crop it either.
it's quite small.
Do you hear my cats trying to break out of the garage?
Mm-hmm.
Ponchino. He almost had a fit today. Okay. This I thought was a little bit curious. Man catches mysterious long object moving across moon in the sky above London. Did Jason read this one?
I don't know. I don't remember it.
Neither do I. A man is taken, and we have a video too. A man is taken to a man has sparked a debate after sharing a video of a mysterious long object moving across the sky above London. Sharing the 40-second clip on the UFO thread on Reddit, the man claims to have spotted the object moving very slowly from left to right about 11 p.m. The video shows a bright orange moon low in the sky with an unusual line over halfway down it. The line travels from the center of the moon to the edge throughout the clip. Commenting on the video, the user said, "I saw this object moving across the beautiful orangey moon last night. I can tell you it was exactly 2306. Apart from being flabbergasted at the moon's beauty, I couldn't believe there was a long object moving very slowly from left to right." And what I'm thinking is it China's space station of some sort, or whatever mile-long football field, craft that they've thrown up there. I couldn't. Oh yeah, moving left to right. Has anyone seen anything like this before? No. And can someone help me find an explanation, please? I posted on the London subreddit, but I'm not sure we found any explanations. I don't think it's a stationary object. The moon is moving from left to right in this video. Therefore, if the object is stationary, then it would go from left to right in the video, which it doesn't. I think it's definitely a very slow moving object. I also thought it could be an arc of balloons that may have escaped a wedding, but this object doesn't move that much in terms of bending, which I'd expect a group of balloons to do. This video has sparked a discussion online after receiving more than 2,000 upvotes and almost 300 comments from users debating what it could be. One user said, "This is really interesting." Another user added, "I saw something very similar a few days ago in the northeast of England, but from a closer vantage point." And a third user said,
by a large energy company.
Sorry.
And a third user said, "Man, that is weird. Would love to see if anyone else saw it. Maybe with a close-up image. Great view and camera work, though." One more user added, "I don't know what to make of it on its face, but it seems very interesting. If we were to assume it was on or even near the moon, that thing would be awesome." So yeah, in proximity, how close is it? So let's see for ourselves what we might think it could be.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. This thing right here moving slow. It's like a giant moonworm. Pretty freaky. I mean, compared to the moon, it'd have to be like really huge. Are you muted?
Yeah, I have, man. Um, and so, like, I mean, it's moving. Okay, so if it was like on her camera, it would still be moving with the moon, right? Or no?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's like how close could it really? It's either on her lens or
Yeah.
it's some sort of Chinese space station.
Yeah. Chinese moonworm. I don't know. Pretty strange. Pretty strange. Yeah.
I
It could be.
still need to. I need to get my Twitch account open again so I can respond under myself.
Yeah. I forgot I was even streaming to Twitch. I usually stream to X. But it must hit the
Have you
Twitch.
been?
What's that?
I thought at first you went back to like another YouTube page.
I usually stream to my YouTube page and the Weird Wednesday page and X, Twitter, whatever the hell it's called now. XYZ, PDQ, RST. I don't know. That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of it yet.
Speaking of weird ones, this one's pretty trippy. You seen this one?
Mm.
Man with 3 legs waits at a railroad crossing. This weird viral clip.
I
It's a
didn't read it though.
It's 3-legged man.
I knew you were going to do it, and so I wanted to be surprised.
It says a very strange clip has appeared on social media showing a man with a anomalous extra limb. Sometimes when you're out and about and you come across something so strange that it not only makes you do a double take but compels you to grab your phone and start recording while you still have the chance. One such moment was recorded recently by a driver in Peterborough, Canada, who was waiting at a railway crossing when she noticed something odd about a man who was also waiting nearby. The man was pacing around with his hands in his pockets, appeared to have 3 legs. Is that extra leg in your pants? Or even weirder was the fact that the man's extra leg had its own extra trouser leg and shoe. What the beep am I looking at? The woman can be heard repeating over and over in this clip. Exactly who the man was and why he had an extra leg remains unclear. You know,
no.
that's when you got to roll your window down and go, dude, you got some explaining to do. It's like, what's up with the extra leg there, man?
You don't have your picture.
Oh, man, no picture.
It's like,
No,
did we have a shoe on the extra leg?
Yeah, we got a video. Let's see here if I can make this video play. Here, paste it. Go to it. Oh, shit, that's not the one I wanted. Let's try that again.
The one in the front is like...
It looks weird, but like check the video out here.
It's got to be AI. You know how they add extra fingers?
Yeah.
It's a clip or a video? I mean, a picture?
I got a video here too. Present share screen window.
One thing almost looks like a weird prosthetic, like sticking out.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what's going on
I mean,
here.
it's not like he's got an extra long wang that needs its own like shoe.
Add to stage. Okay, here we go.
What the am I looking at here? What the am I looking at?
Let's watch that again.
What the am I looking at here? What the am I looking at?
Why is she screaming like
What the
that? It has its own life.
am I looking at? What am I looking at?
That's pretty weird.
Wait. Let me see
Looking
when
at
the
here.
rocket comes around. You see the real legs, and then you see the way. It's probably when there's controlling something that's making it be able to like bend like a dummy.
Maybe so.
What the am I looking at?
Because his hand's in his pocket and stuff.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
And
What am I looking at?
he just wanted to be hot tall. I can never do the two-step. Yeah, he has his hand in his pocket. You know what they say about guys with their hands in their pocket.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably fake.
Look at the way it's like all.
Yeah. But who knows?
Hanging around a train station.
Hanging around the train crossing, playing pocket pool with your third leg.
We're playing pocket pool, your third leg.
Weird.
I love you guys.
It would make you probably say, "What the beat am I looking at?"
I mean, hey, I live by San Francisco, so
Yeah.
like that's not that you see that on the corner a lot.
Yep.
And a lot of things like, I mean, this is like back when I would go into the city. You know, I haven't gone in the city in a couple of years, but I'm back when it was cool, safer to go to. When it was safer to go to the city.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what's I got? I try to keep it tame. There were some pretty raunchy, crazy things that showed up this week.
Yeah. Like you were flinging a few at me. Like, damn.
The Florida ones too. One, the guy didn't have a. It was kind of cool though. They didn't have a bottle opener. You know, it's the crocodile or alligator comes up to the boat, grabs it, opens his beer on the jaws of the gator,
There you go.
and shotguns the beer. Like, you didn't like open it, then you guys just had him like bite it. But yeah, there was one. Oh, the snake that swallowed the woman. They found her feet sticking out of this pipe, like this snake. Like, holy cow. That's horrible. This one here, I'm not sure if it's the same one Jason brought up, but I'm bringing it up because last week, Paranormal Soup, we had the Bigfoot walk on.
Space aliens have landed.
And the glowing eyes. Terrified teens spot Bigfoot with glowing eyes in a Louisiana forest, and they call 911 for rescue. Zoinks. A group of terrified teenagers called police in a panic after they claimed they ran into a growling Bigfoot-like creature with glowing eyes, officials said. The recent high school graduates from Huma in southern Louisiana were camping in National Forest about 1,000 miles northwest of Baton Rouge, where they reported the chilling encounter last week, according to the sheriff's office. I knew how to say that word and it just lost me.
Yeah.
They recalled seeing a large animal that resembled Bigfoot shortly after they set up camp about a mile and a half off Backbone Trail in southern parish, according to police. Around 9:20 p.m. on June 28th, one member of the group, who are all 17 and 18 years old, called 911 after they reportedly heard a growl and saw what appeared to be an animal that had glowing eyes and stood about 5 feet tall. Deputies responded to the scene and walked to the campsite, vigilant for any mythological creatures. Whatever. They followed the sound of their whistles to the campsite and found teens frightened but unharmed. They were safely escorted out of the forest by the deputies. Despite a thorough investigation, deputies were unable to locate any suspicious activity involving a growl with glowing eyes and standing 5 feet tall, the sheriff's office said. They congratulated the teens on their graduation and wished them good luck in their futures. This is not the first Bigfoot sighting in that national forest. Two self-proclaimed Bigfoot researchers, who only provided their names as Tex Law and Claude to avoid ridicule, claimed in 2019 they had visual and audio evidence of the cryptid's existence in the dense 600,000-acre woods. The pair left camouflaged cameras and audio devices in trees to record hours of footage and recordings, including loud howls they later studied and analyzed. They also claimed to have seen footprints and signs of Bigfoot markings, such as twisted tree limbs. It is what it is. If you choose to believe, that's great. If you choose not to believe, that's great too, said Tex Law. It's something you have to approach with an open mind, he added. In October, a man and his wife on a romantic getaway snapped a video of a creature perpetrated to be Bigfoot walking around in broad daylight in Colorado. Shannon and Stetson Parker were enjoying a sightseeing tour on the narrow gauge rail line between Durango and Silverton, the state's far southwest, when they filmed the creature. The large ape-like creature, also known as Sasquatch, has roots in Native American folklore and has been reported by European settlers since the 1800s. Those who claim to have seen Bigfoot have described everything from a large upright ape to an actual hairy human, sometimes standing over 8 feet tall, and described as powerfully built. The debate and research continues. So, the kids saw something and it scared the crap out of them, or it was a graduation hoax.
Yeah. Who knows? Like Jason was saying, it could have. Usually, if you're out in the woods partying, you don't want to call the cops. So it must have scared the crap out of them.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, the cops are the last people you're going to call if you're a bunch of teenagers, out partying in the woods, and But
That's 100% true.
I don't know. Yeah, I watched the documentaries. That guy that was on Jason's show Sunday. Watched both the documentaries the other night, and the first one was, it was okay. The second one was pretty good, for sure.
I
Had
saw
some,
some free links.
yeah. Saw it definitely had some, things that make you go, yeah.
So you recommend?
Could be Nephilim, that I've always wondered that. Like, is Bigfoot something that's been here for hundreds or thousands of years? Is it alien? Is
What's
it
Nephilim?
paranormal? Like giants and
Like a Neanderthal?
it's just a whole other species of people that were thought to have been here. And it's weird, like they find all the giant skeletons and skulls and whatnot, and then they're confiscated. It's like they were supposed to be returned to this Indian tribe that found them, and they weren't ever returned. Yeah, fallen angels, Nephilims. Who knows? I mean, even in the Bible, I mean, what, the whole, thing with, the slingshot and killed the giant, what was the giant? Was it just a big dude, or was it something like this? I don't know. There's a lot of questions to be had. There's a lot on this earth that, we don't have a clue. We don't have a clue about.
And we don't even use like our whole brains.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just stuff we don't have a clue about, I mean, like simple stuff like, Stonehenge, Coral Castle. How did that guy build that by himself? Everybody, it's debunked. We know how he did it. No,
and Easter Island.
yeah, you can't do it now. You can't replicate his work now. So how the hell did he do it back in the day when he did it? His answer was he had discovered the power of the pyramids. Maybe he did. Maybe he had help from outside sources. Who knows, man? We got a whole ocean out there.
They outsourced.
Yeah. There's a whole ocean out there that we don't even know what's in the ocean, We have a clue, but there's a lot more exploring to do in our own world.
In our own little tiny like area, there's still so much, and we're worried about what's way the frick out here and out there and past the black matter and all this shit. It's like, dude, figure this out first. Like,
yep.
Don't get so overzealous here.
Yeah.
Unless you already know all the secrets.
Exactly. Let's see. What do I got? What do I got up here?
What you got? What you got? I think I figured out a way I could still get my crystal.
Cool. Speaking of that, of weird things and exploring, we got this. We don't even know what's in the ocean, but hey, James Webb observes potentially habitable super Earth, LHS 1140b. That's what they're calling it, huh? The relatively nearby world, which is a lot larger than our own, is situated approximately 49 light years away. Discovered back in 2017, LHS 1140b remains considerable interest to astronomers as it has the potential to be a world with the right conditions needed for life as we know it to exist there. planet orbits a red dwarf star, and it's thought to be an ocean world, owing the fact that its mass seems to be much lower than would be expected for a rocky terrestrial world of its size. More recently, for the first time, scientists conducted a full spectroscopic analysis of the world by combining data from various telescopes, including the James Webb, Hubble, and Spitzer telescopes. The findings suggested that LHS 1140b might not only be an ocean world, but that it's potentially home to a thick atmosphere as well, a key indicator that hints to an Earth-like environment. This is the first time we've ever seen a hint of an atmosphere on a habitable zone, rocky or ice-rich exoplanet, said University of Michigan astronomer Dr. Ryan McDonald. LHS is one of the best small exoplanets in the habitable zone, capable of supporting a thick atmosphere. We might just have found evidence of air in this world. While there's still a long way to go before the presence of liquid water, let alone a habitable atmosphere, can be confirmed on LHS, it's certainly looking like a promising candidate. Good God, I've been having a hard time reading today. Speak English, rented lips. So yeah, I don't know. Looks like an eyeball, but yeah, it's way bigger than Earth, and revolves around a dwarf red star. So who knows? Maybe we'll all move to Super Earth LHS 1140b. It's only 49 light years away. Hop, skip, and a jump, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, you're there, and you're old enough to die by the time you get there, or dead by the time you get there.
Hear my cat out there.
Let me out.
Yeah. I told you that's what I did during the commercial for Jason's show last week. In the middle, it was like the perfect time for me to go put them in their backyard time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it later, so I'm like trying to get all these cats moved from one end to the other. Okay, this is kind of weird. And in some places, they have been seeing actual black smoke coming out of planes, which is like really creepy, scary because, you know, it's like, I don't know, same thing as what we're seeing, but to see it black like that's creepy. But this is a black ring. I don't know if this has to do with any of the climate crisis control stuff, or what it might be. But they ask, are aliens about to land? Eerie black ring floating in sky spark ET theories. An eerie black smoke ring hovering ominously in the sky sparked claims aliens were set to land. I love, like, who comes up with this? But while some suggested the ring might have been linked to a UFO from outer space, others were more skeptical, giving a far more logical explanation for the unusual vapor of gas. The ring was spotted in Berlin, Germany, was seen hovering over buildings across multiple locations in the city, prompting the same question: are aliens about to land?
They come through that portal hole.
Are they going to parachute down or what?
Could.
Yeah, they could. Like I said, I've never seen aliens preparing to land, so I don't know, like, what the portal would look like, or, you
Right.
know, what the whole process would entail. posting the various sightings from around the city. Das ist Berlin, which simply translates to That's Berlin, captioned the post. So now either aliens want to go to Burhang, a famous nightclub, or God is smoking shisha.
Blowing smoke rings, dude.
The smoke could be seen above buildings in a solid circular shape. That made me just think of something that I saw on TV the other night that I want to ask you about, because I bet you know what it is. The smoke could be seen above buildings in a solid circular shape, often still, almost without any noticeable movement. It sparks theories about extraterrestrial life coming to Earth. The post, which has had 740,000 views, was quick to attract comments from Instagram users, with one claiming to have seen it as well. She said, "I've seen it too. Where was this video filmed?" She then said she was in the northwest side of Berlin. Away from fears that we could be about to encounter alien landings in the German capital, when Instagram user commented with his own theory, saying it may have been created by industrial processes or explosions in which sludge and exhaust evaporate into the air. Fireworks and pyrotechnic shows often create such effects. Large machine exhausts can also form such rings. These consist of soot particles that are brought into a ring-shaped structure by air pressure and movement. But it's not the first time a black smoke ring such as this has appeared out of nowhere, with the BBC reporting in 2014 that a 16-year-old girl captured something similar flying over Warwick Castle in England. In that case, it certainly wasn't aliens to blame, as it was later revealed to be the result of fireworks being tested out nearby.
I don't know. I remember seeing something like this, like a year or two ago, and they were explaining it. Oh, it's a natural phenomenon called such and such. But yeah, I don't know about it, if I believe that or not.
That's probably the one they were just saying in 2014, maybe.
Yeah.
Check the license number for the DMV. What do you want out of that?
I have mine almost all set to go. I have to test it later. Are you out of articles?
No, I got one more.
All right. And then I got one really good. Ugh.
This one is, let's see, present, share screen, window, click on it, share, add to stage. Most haunted house in New Orleans is up for sale. Anybody want to buy it? It says that.
Let's go in on it together, guys.
There you go. The French Quarter of New Orleans is home to La Laurie Mansion, a historical house of horrors once owned by actor Nicolas Cage. The residence is now back on the market, and despite the gruesome events that played out within its walls, prospective buyers can't seem to stay away. The mansion's terrible tale begins with its former owner, Madame Delphine Lalaurie, a wealthy socialite and slave owner. When a fire broke out on the premises in 1834, those responding to the inferno were horrified by what they witnessed inside. They found LaLaurie's slaves chained up in deplorable conditions and bloodied by the madam's years of sadistic abuse. The reports of torture were so vile that a local mob formed to destroy the property. LaLaurie fled to Paris before enraged citizens of New Orleans could bring her to trial. In the years following her escape, neighbors discovered numerous shallow graves scattered around the mansion's charred remains. LaLaurie, a cruel legacy, has solidified her as one of the most terrifying figures in Louisiana history, with Kathy Bates portraying her in season 3 of American Horror Story. Realtors speculate the rebuilt house could now sell for a record $10.25 million, a price that may consider insensitive of the property's pernicious past. Some locals have suggested opening up a private residence as a museum that acknowledges the severe mistreatment of enslaved people in the United States. Nicolas Cage lived there for a little bit. I wonder if he's got any weird stories. Hey, Nick, give us a ring.
There was something today. It was like this Nicolas Cage bundle on TV or something. I can't stand Nicolas Cage. I never could.
No.
I mean, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I think he's one arrogant mother. And I don't think he's as great as he seems to think he is. Let me tell you how I really feel.
Yeah.
What happened here? Okay, now I'm back.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And what's his name? De Niro.
Mm.
That was a Weasley sack of shit. No, sorry.
Dropped it. And it sucks because some of the movies were like kind of funny, and then you have to like now look at them as the people they are.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's better when we didn't have to know shit about him.
Exactly. He was a good actor, and he had to just go and fudge that all up. Open his trap.
It's like, I don't want to know about your guys' shit. I just want to enjoy your movies, and now you guys are just way too accessible to everybody and mixed in with, I don't like it. And then George Clooney's like jumped on the train right at the end. De Niro's an idiot. He's a twat.
Twat. TWAT.
You are Robert De Niro. You're a twat.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
You're an actor, and guess what? You're acting like an asshole.
It's true. Like, if people like have to listen to celebrities to tell them who to vote for, there's a problem. And they're like, well, Trump was a celebrity. Like, that's not the point. Like, what I'm saying is, if you're having to go off of what a celebrity is telling you to vote for, you really don't know what the hell you're doing, and you probably shouldn't be voting.
Yeah.
Like, nobody should. And back in the day, MTV, they had Rock the Vote. They didn't tell you who to vote for. They're just saying go out and vote and make your voices heard.
Yep.
But you really weren't even supposed to say who you voted for. It was supposed to be kind of like personal.
Yeah.
But anyways, this last one here, for all you guys that might be lacking testosterone, because lately men's testosterone has gone down in record numbers, and they blame it on a lot of different things, from like vaccines, like when you're born type vaccines, to just stuff in the food. This man has taken an extraordinary way to handle his situation. And I must say, after working on a cattle ranch, I don't even remember them being quite this big.
Them some big ass balls.
I mean, they are. I mean, they're big. They're big,
Chips.
but these, I don't know, are these like Angus ball? I mean, these are some big balls. But I was young. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were that big. I tended to stay away from it. I was there for the, I did
Stayed
the
away from
nursing.
the balls. I stayed away from the ball.
I stayed away from the balls. I helped cut put them through the chutes, cut the cysts out of the heads, and spray, the stuff on them. I helped with the neutering. Um, Basically, I had to stand there while she did it, and then I sprayed them and took care of them after. And then the branding, though, I couldn't be a part of because they wanted me to spray the antiseptic on it. But it was the most horrible thing in the world that even trying to have a thick skin and all that back then, I couldn't do the branding. And watching the castrations was pretty brutal too. They're like, oh, they're young, they won't remember it. I'm like, man, you guys are just slicing them with like local anesthetic and just popping their nuts out and dropping them in a bucket and then sending them on the way.
Yeah, that's some big nuts. I cook my pasta, but I eat my bull nuts raw.
Mountain oysters, exactly. Rocky Mountain oysters. I eat raw bull testicles every day to boost my testosterone. Haters say I'm insane. I wonder, though, how long he's been doing this and if it has increased. I didn't read the entire article. It takes balls to do this type of extreme eating experiment. A Florida man is shocking social media users by eating raw bull testicles in a bid to boost his testosterone. The gastronomy, I guess, ball eater, known only as John, first came to prominence earlier this year after announcing a plan to eat raw chicken every day for 100 days. After saying he successfully pulled off that queasy quest without getting salmonella, the surprise social media star announced a new culinary challenge in a viral roasted video posted on June 10th. We're always taught that organ meats, especially testicles, will take you to the next level, John wrote in the caption in the clip, which has clocked up over 37,000 views. How would eating the balls of cow not make you have huge balls yourself? This
Since
is the
eating
science.
these blue balls.
This is the science we are here to test. I will be eating balls and updating daily on many aspects of how I feel physically and mentally. And look, now anybody can get a soundbite. I will be eating balls every day.
I'll be eating balls every day. Nom 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 nom.
Num, 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 num. The video. Oh.
Ball buster.
Wow, you guys are glad I didn't open this video. Like, I knew it was a video of him, like, eating it, but he actually is cutting the balls out of the animal right before he eats it fresh. He eats these fresh.
Oh.
Be glad I didn't download this shit.
Gnarly.
The video shows John taking a knife to the animal's scrotum before cutting it open and feasting on the raw bull's testicle using only his hands. This is insane, one viewer wrote in disbelief beneath the graphic clip. And the thing is, people were like fry him and they're like, oh, it's tastes like chicken, it's like fried chicken. It's the best thing in the world. I've never seen a group of men, cowboys eating, like thinking it's so great. Like, who eats testicles though? Like, men aren't supposed to eat balls.
Well, maybe some men prefer balls.
But I mean, isn't that like something that you would think that men, it's like an unspoken thing, like we shall not eat the balls of our other fellow men?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you don't kick a dude in the balls if you're a dude, and you certainly shouldn't be eating their balls.
Hey, man, don't be eating my balls, okay? Don't be eating my balls. Leave my balls alone.
A second commenter wrote, I literally almost just threw up. In the days since, John has continued to chow down on bull privates, teaming the testes with a variety of other food items. One clip, the content creator concocts a BLT, balls, lettuce, and tomato, using the scrotum in place of a burger bun.
Oh,
Another video shows the creative culinary whiz adding the testicles to pasta with sauce. Spaghetti and meatballs, one commenter quiped. It's unclear how long John plans to eat the raw testicles, and he hasn't detailed any specific physical changes that he's seen yet. Fans have asked him to measure his testosterone levels to see whether there will be any marked change in coming months.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do it, for science, you need
If
to
you're gonna do it for science,
you need to have your testosterone checked, and then after you gobble down a bunch of balls, you need to have it checked again, and see where you're at.
the comments, this person says, does this guy follow the vet around with a pail after calving season? We raise cattle. I know how this works. Not the sort of thing a person picks up at the grocery store. It's just plain weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's working, honey bun, somebody else says. Yeah. Bull testicles. All gristle.
Yeah, I mean, my
Thank you,
testosterone.
Craig. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Mine was a little low, and I was trying to get, some extra testosterone from the doctor, and
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be eating balls. Sorry.
The doctors are giving out testosterone to people who need it, or they were like a few years ago.
Not my doctors.
This was probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my one buddy was like, I was like, man, I've been trying everything and losing weight's a bitch. And he was like, get your testosterone checked. Mine was low, and they put me on injections, and now I'm losing weight and I'm more energized. And I was like, all right. So I went and talked to the doctor, and he was like, yeah, I don't really know about that.
No, you need another opinion, because that can help you a lot with different things.
I talked to my cardiologist, and I brought it up to her, and she was like, I'm like, well, what the hell does that mean? And then my endoologist, whatever, he was like, well, just because you were tested and it was low doesn't really mean it was low. I'm like, so what good is the test for?
Does that mean you test me again to see like if that was a fluke or?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get lab work done again, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if it's changed since this diet, because the diet's supposed to help that too.
Oh yeah.
I do eat. I don't eat organ meat, but supposedly organ meat is good for you. Some people on this diet eat.
Well, for real, like he was saying.
Yeah, organ like liver and spleen and heart and all. I don't eat that, but I take a capsule of organ meat.
Really? My dad used to love rice with like gizzards and hearts and all that crap on it.
Yeah, I'm just not a gut eater.
No.
I'm doing good with the capsules. I just pop one of those, and I don't have to. Like a long time ago, my stepdad, he used to love liver and onions, and
Uh-huh.
and I tried it, and I was like, oh, and so one day I was like, my mom was working late, and he was bitching, yeah, mom's supposed to make liver and onions tonight. And he was bitching. I mean, my stepdad, he couldn't even like boil water. It was pretty pitiful. But I was like, I'll go in there and cook it. So I went in there and I made liver and onions, and I made myself a plate. I'm like, I'm going to give it a good, honest go for again. And I tried it, and I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
You know what?
I just couldn't do it. And then later on in years, like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, I tried it again. I'm like, nope, 3 times the charm. Nope, not for me.
I don't like that. He grew up in the ghetto, and so like they ate that stuff before because they really had to.
Yeah.
And then like he would get excited, like if there's a chicken, he'd want the stuff that comes out of it, and would ask my mom to cook it in the crock pot, and then he'd make like this broth and then put it over rice, the hearts, the gizzards, all that. And I'm like, Dad, but you're not in the ghetto anymore, you don't have to eat like that anymore. And he's like, but I like it. Well, one day I didn't know what it was, but it smelled hella good in there. I saw the crock pot, and I thought it was some sort of like chicken over rice, because I saw the rice and I saw the broth, and it smelled good. So I took the spoon at the top and just kind of dipped it in and had a little bite of just like the broth water. My dad comes in and he just looks at me. I'm like, what? He goes, you know what that is? What? What? No. He goes, mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, and I got pissed. He goes, don't lie, it was good though. I'm like, well, yeah, it wasn't bad. Like the broth of it wasn't like horrible. Like I wouldn't be biting into nothing, but I
Yeah.
did taste the broth. It wasn't like a horrible taste to the broth.
Yeah.
But not something I would ever do again. Plus, there was other shit in there.
Yeah. I just take a capsule. I get my liver and spleen and heart and all that in one little capsule every day, and then I'm done. I don't know if it helps or not, but it's supposed to be good for you.
The liver, Linda says her hair was like long and beautiful when she ate liver and onions every Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is another weird thing that I heard about this diet is, like if you have skin tags and stuff, it it heals all kinds of weird stuff in your body. And I saw a video, it said, yeah, if you have skin tags after being on this diet for a while, they'll just start falling off.
No kidding.
What? Well, it's true. Yeah, it's weird. I had one on my leg down here. Whoop, it's gone. Fell off. I've got them like on my neck up here, and a couple on my arms. And then yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it's working.
See, this is all stuff that they just don't want people to know about.
Yeah, I mean, I've bought stuff specifically for skin tags, to put on
medication online on TV for it.
Yeah, it's never worked, And I mean, you can go like to the dermatologist, and like he took some off my neck, they freeze them and cut them off and whatever, and put a Band-Aid on you, but that's cutting them off, freezing them and then cutting them off, freezing them off, whatever.
You make a little scar sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, they're just like going away now, which is pretty trippy. But yeah, I'll take it.
Mm. Do you have a crystal of the week this week?
Yep. Let me find it real quick, like here.
Because I'm hoping that I get to get that one thing I told you about just to make my month better. We shall see. But I'm curious also to see what you present to us tonight.
What shall I present this evening?
Oh, Craig says that's because skin tags is a result of insulin resistance.
Yep.
Chitlins.
Ooh, chitlins, man. Them suckers got a stench when you're cooking those.
I've heard of that, but what is a chitlin?
It's like pig intestines.
Okay.
Yep.
So when someone calls somebody my little chitlin,
Yeah. My little chitlin.
like that's a term of endearment.
Yep. Come here, my little pig intestine. Where is my video?
Ooh, have you guys seen Anthony's video on the Ghost Hunter app site? He has a few new ones. I haven't seen the new one, but he's got one from like 2 back, maybe 3. Really good video.
Yeah.
The new software, really cool responses. He gets an old friend that comes to talk to him, and it cusses at him, which shouldn't, be able to happen like that through, what he's got. And at the end, when he says, okay, goodbye, like a little kid comes on in a kid's voice, goodbye, Mr. Hamilton. And it's not, he's not Mr. Hamilton. That didn't mean anything. It's just the fact he said goodbye.
Yeah.
And it says goodbye. And then when he asked a question twice, like, have you been with me or something, it said, of course, like answered the same response to the same question in 2 different times. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty interesting little video. I think this stuff is going to have some real potential to it, real fun, especially playing with the question answer method.
Okay. Finally found the video. Here we go. This week's crystal of the week is Nevada Rose, or purple dumortierite. What is Nevada Rose? It's also known as pink or purple dumortierite, and it's an extremely rare mineral that's been found in only one locality of northern Nevada. This stone was first reported in 1959 by John Sinkankis. In the book Gemstones of North America, he chose to name the stone after the state of which it was found and the color of the few specimens he had discovered. The color is altered at a chemical level due to tiny inclusions of titanium. The mine was originally owned by Champion Auto Parts, a large spark plug manufacturer, who extracted andesite for commercial uses in the 30s. The mine is now currently under private ownership, with the exact whereabouts hidden from the mineral community. What makes this mine so lucrative is the gold that can often be extracted as a secondary mineral. This has led to multiple corporations offering to purchase the mine from the owners for the sole purpose of gold extraction. There is not that much of a striking difference between this variation and the original blue demorderite. The slight change in energy is mainly concentrated towards the heart center and less towards the upper three chakras. This results in a stone that helps one open and activate their heart chakra. Doing this to your love center will allow deep emotional trauma to rise to the surface and help you recover from past emotional burdens. Working with Nevada Rose will also help block out your current reality to focus on inward energy. Pairing this crystal with other heart chakra stones will help amplify its healing effects. For one of our personal favorites is kunzite. If you can get your hands on a piece, the energies from this pink variety of spodumene combined with Nevada Rose is capable of removing current blockages that we wake up with every day. Through deep meditation and allowing your mind to work with a clean slate, one will relinquish their need for control and enter a free-flowing state. I need a crystal that will help me speak English today. If you find yourself facing traumatic PTSD like mental scenarios, use rhodochrosite with pink demorderite to place your ego to the side. Looking inwardly through self-reflection is a trait we often lack to exercise each day. These two crystals will provide you opportunity to purge both the pain and self-doubt that you carry. Your inner strength will shine when you begin to let yourself live, breathe, and love again. There you go. There's a little bit about Nevada Rose, or purple, or pink demorderite, and even a little bit of blue. There you go. There you have it. Thanks for watching. A little bit of 70s adult entertainment music there. Dun, 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 little side funk step.
It's Nevada. Yeah, I'm not too an occasion either. Like, I can go for the crawdad stuff like that, but Nevada Rose. What happened? It kicked me out of your chat. What is it called?
Nevada Rose demorderite.
How do you say that?
Demorderite.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Spell.
Oh, how do you spell it? It is. Let's see here. It is D. Damn it. DUMORTIERITE. And I spelled it wrong in the video. I spelled it demorder.
Like pink or blue. I'll be able to figure it out with the Nevada Rose, but like pink or blue, you said?
Yep. Pink or purple.
Or purple.
Yeah.
There's some
put in Nevada Rose crystal and it'll pop up.
Towards the ends, something in it that resonates with me right now that I need, so that would be a good one.
Yeah, some good old boudin sausage.
Oh, I'm afraid to ask what that is.
Crawfish. I hadn't had crawfish in a hot minute or two, but I like
But
it.
I don't suck the heads.
That's where all the spices and the good juices.
No, the brains. I don't twist and suck the brains out. I'll save my heads, but for anybody that would like to suck them. I will not be.
When I suck my head. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to a low country boil Saturday, and I'm like, not really going to be a whole lot there for me to eat.
At a
Like,
boil?
yeah, I'm like, you going to have crawfish in there? We might have shrimp. I'm like, damn, now you're supposed to have crawfish and sausage and shrimp.
How are you going to have a boil with shrimp?
So what's going to be in it? Corn and potatoes and damn, y'all don't know how to do no low country boil.
You need to roll out the parchment paper on the picnic table and pour out the crawfish.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go to that or not.
Are there going to be cool people there?
Yeah, it's with the Rock Club.
Oh, well, maybe you just go and just chill for a little bit, eat some shrimp, maybe talk about some rocks. Maybe somebody might have some cool rocks.
Yep.
Are they going to be selling rocks?
I don't know.
Or just taking the day off?
I'm sure there'll be somebody there peddling rocks in the parking lot.
Cleaning shrimp is nasty, but I was taught early on how to clean the perfect shrimps, get the mud lines out, get all the shit lines out. Do you have a piece of that rock that you were just showing?
Do I have? No, I do not have that one.
Well, we've got 15 minutes.
It's going to try to bring up this software and see if it's going to work for me. Yeah, left the Anthony software that I was running last weekend. I was running the Vossibus Mark II. And it was the beta test. We've had several versions of it. And it had a few hiccups here and there. And he got those worked out. I tested it the other night and I left it running for like 4 or 5 hours. Came back and it was still running. So that was kind of cool. It seems to be pretty stable now. And this is the SCD. He used to have the SCD. This is
play. Incidentally, the critics were very kind to you.
This is the
And he would constantly work on the
SCD Archon, the new version.
Hello. Would anybody like to speak with us through Rob's side over here?
Hello. So, Sunny, somewhere, awesome, Yarrow,
You can talk about anything you would like to say. If you have something you'd like to say to Rob.
Got any messages for me or anyone in the chat room?
Bueno. They have been able to find partly. What is your stake in it, Johnny? Got him insured?
Who's Charlie?
Oh no, Gary.
None of us. Nobody.
Well, you couldn't do it. Possibly the woman was just stuck.
Did you really? For what? So, any messages from anybody?
When the body reaches my...
We all know he didn't.
Freedom of speech. Just watch what you're saying.
Cheyenne, we're
Woman who is a credit to German mother, Frau
all
Irma.
And not only because of the
Who do you have a message for?
The wine is running out for.
Is there someone in the chat room that you have a message for?
Please, all I want you to do is buy my magazine. Buy my magazine.
Tried, Paul, but it didn't work.
Is there anything that we should be aware of?
That's wonderful. Sometimes the playful languid girl.
to the whole purple shoot.
Or preparing for?
Roy, if they're all on such loud, why do
I hear really, really low, faint stuff.
it takes time to find a door that makes an exact duplicate of the one you lost? Alright, that's just north.
So does anybody in the spirit world there like crawfish?
What have we got?
I gotta say,
Let's leave behind.
I tried this. I was using the Vocabus the other day. I was talking to Sam. She was texting me. And she's like, let's try an experiment. She's like, I'm going to hold up a couple, I'm going to hold up fingers and I'm going to take a picture. And you try to ask them how many fingers I'm holding up. And I won't send you the picture until you tell me to. And so she did it, took a picture, and I was like, all right, send it to me. And I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And in the ghost box, it came out, it was like voices talking, but kind of in the background, it was this weird kind of creepy voice, and it was like, two. And the picture of her was holding up 2 fingers.
Wow.
It was weird. We did a couple other little experiments like that. We're going to have to do it again now that everything's running good, but it was pretty weird. It was pretty weird. It actually worked.
Don't see any mark where you landed this place, Steve. I didn't try.
And with all the transient communication and that type stuff.
What's that?
It's a good time. It's a good time for all these kind of experiments right now.
There's too close. What's that?
Can anybody out there tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Sounded like it said 6, but no.
Moving his own stuff.
How much more charm yours smiles? Looks like your finger's long, though.
Did it say looks like his finger's long?
Yeah.
My finger's not that long.
The idea put it. Yep.
And it's definitely looks like it's been broken once or twice. Looks like his finger's long.
Is his finger longer than yours?
Never seen one.
Can you see me on his screen through his headphones? Like, can you hear all my stuff over here? Can you tell me if so, like what I'm petting right here?
Dora Hart. Alibi, Ron. She was over in Arrowhead.
Do you know what I'm petting? What this animal is?
Your heartache.
Did it say your Harley or your Hardly?
You know, this is my cat. Maybe if Rob asks you if you know what I'm petting over here.
Can you tell us what Jamie's petting? What is Jamie petting right now?
Doc Henley told me that the lipstick was quite unusual.
It's a cat.
The cat got your tongue?
Extra money. Best of all, long.
But thank you for trying. I hear like really faint stuff, and I don't have headphones in.
So Roy may have been right.
What did Roy say?
Boy, look at the fact.
Said Roy may have been right. What did Roy say? Can you tell us what Roy said, if he was right?
You'll be pleasantly surprised when you can.
They do like music. Better late than never. Never.
As I walked into my room at the lodge, Roy.
Yeah, that was some dragnet, wasn't it? Dun, 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 dun. I got two different computers going here, and I'm like trying to like use the mouse on one to operate the other one. That doesn't really work. Well, technically, it's Thursday now.
Mm-hmm.
At least for us. Maybe not for Jamie yet.
No. You still have un moment. Now it's time. Thank you, everybody. It's such a nice break in the middle of the week to be able to see everybody because everything gets so crazy and everybody's in the same boat and we all just have to deal with it. But it's a nice break in the middle to just laugh at all the craziness and hang out for a little bit.
Yep. It's weird. It got like really quiet. Anybody there want to say goodbye? Good night?
I thought you turned it off.
No. Just got quiet.
Tonight, the subject of our FBI
My head. Hello, that's your information.
Well, cool. We're going to take off.
You talk correctly.
50 milligram earlier of
When I'm not
caliber, then it's like
somewhere else. No doubt by Nora Harmon because the
edible. Yeah, that'll be making me feel real nice.
Yeah.
criminals cannot. For the simple reason you don't get it.
One more heavy metal just for Gary.
Yeah.
Enforcement officials. Materials. Come in.
There There you go. There you have it.
Oh, I just found out.
We're out of here.
Did you hear the knock knock police first?
Exactly. Catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out.
Nighty nighty, everybody.
No, night.
He'll do it.